On the air, episode 169.
Oh my goodness, live from Los Angeles Studios in sunny San Diego, California. On the air, it's on the air. Thanks for coming. Oh my goodness.
169 episodes? Are you kidding me?
I know, 169. I can't believe
It's a good gig. So it's only taken us 18 years to get here. We worked like, what, 3 months. You guys, thank you so much for coming. We can't do this without you guys. Give yourselves a
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
I want to start off, Mary. How do people come to the live studio audience? Or
Email us at audience@loft100studios.com, and then we get you on. We get you booked. Thank you all so much for being here. I chatted up with all them. We're good friends now.
Mike Costa, well-known national sports figure. Well, his figure's not.
Hi, everybody.
His figure's not well known.
Longtime radio veteran in San Diego.
That too.
Do you remember how we met?
Yes, walking down the hallways.
30 years ago.
30 years ago.
I got off the air from, I think, AM 1130 KSDO.
Yep.
He was on Mighty 690, Ryan?
At that point, I was doing the golf show on Kogo.
Oh, golf show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, a lot of listeners on that one, I bet.
Yeah. Counting my parents, 2.
So wait a second. So I think it was a Saturday, right?
It was a Saturday.
And you were in a pickle.
I was in a big pickle. My regular co-host didn't show up, and Sully was walking down this hallway. I go, hey, I don't know your name, but do you know anything about golf? He goes, no. I go, perfect. Come on in the studio. And we spent an hour ripping on each other, telling jokes, talking everything but golf.
Yeah, that was good.
And then,
Perfect.
Yeah,
and now I'm here today.
And do you know what we did? And you were so huge in San Diego at that time. Like Jeff and Jer,
Oh,
Human Flag.
Yep.
I mean, you were a giant celebrity. And we were trying to make it in radio back then. So we were doing things like golf show, let's talk cat knitting, sweater, cat sweater knitting. Gardening.
Hooked on trivia.
Well, it's great to have Mike Costa. Give him a big hand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, wait. Mike also co-hosts with Mary, our national show, Big Biz Show.
Yep, very lucky to do that.
I got a surprise for you real quick before we start.
Sure.
So we had a company on Big Biz because we interview. I mean, it's loosely about business. It's like politics, celebrities, mostly about us.
Yeah.
We had a company on that creates like like ConAgra. They create white label food like if you get like potato chips for Ralph's.
Yes.
So Mike has a penchant for Funyuns and Bako Bits. So this company sent over Funyun flavored almond milk, and I believe we have some today for you. You can't.
Everyone in the audience gets some.
Yeah.
What do you got? What's up with you? You look fantastic.
How you been?
How have I been?
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I was only bleeding to death that one day. that was
one day.
back on February 13th, but I'm good.
I will tell you this: Tommy's a little bit cranky about the fact that we lost. We didn't win the Emmy to some cake show in Las Vegas because that's where the.
Is that what won for us?
We were up for an Emmy for the show, and we lost to a show in Vegas that did something on cakes.
But
Good for them.
You're
Good for
so
them.
bitter.
No, I'm not. No,
we
I'm
do
not.
have some good news.
But
Oh, you haven't?
yeah, we do have a winner that we're going to bring up on
Avert your eyes.
stage.
Don't make eye contact.
Ladies and gentlemen, not once, but twice, Emmy Award winner, Best Director, Jarred Coleman.
It's really a shame.
I gotta feel this thing. I want to hold it.
Try that one on.
It's really a shame that you're not taking advantage of this. So Jarred is usually.
awesome.
By the way, who's back in the control? Who's been in the control room? Did we see?
Completely unmanned. Christy's holding it down so I can come take a break. And
Awesome.
Dude, can I tell the story? 7 years ago? 8 years ago?
10.
10 years ago.
Wow.
So remember we were playing bars. Many of you guys know we were playing the Kraken in places like Tio Leo's, right? And I wanted to act like a big shot, so I want to have somebody set up my stuff. So, because I don't like people. I love you guys though, I swear. But I want to have somebody set up my stuff so I can just get in, get out on stage, right? I want to set up my guitar. So I put on Craigslist looking for a guitar tech. I said $50 a show and all you can drink. And of course,
That one got me.
Of course, I saw Jarred at the beginning of the show. Have no idea. Like seriously, like show ends.
I usually checked out a little early.
No, I'm not kidding. This 10 years ago. The next week he says, he goes, I want more than 50. It's 100. I go, dude, the market doesn't. That's you at the end of the show not being there, by the way.
Where is he?
He goes, I want $100. I said, dude, the market doesn't bear $100. He goes, but it's me. Bam! And by the way, I'm not kidding you. I get a little emotional with this. He runs my entire operation now. Is that a great American story? Like seriously.
And what's so cool,
And he's got 2 Emmys.
and he still gets paid $100.
Yeah.
Same price.
Every week, all he can drink.
I gotta say, boy, did you bet on the right horse.
I did. Who would, Tommy?
Yeah.
Dude, it was like so funny. And you know, I didn't realize till now, he's the age of one of my kids. I wish I would have done that earlier. I would have slapped you around much more. But honestly, it's a great American story. I love this story, telling the story. How you start.
Were you nervous?
Oh my gosh, and it was so much fun. We ended up getting a table, Loft 100, and Sully sponsored.
You're talking about the Emmys?
Yeah. And so I was sitting right next to Tommy, had my wife there. We had a couple other of the cast.
And you never get to go up and do, like, you're never out here. We're doing that
Well, in
stuff.
2021 when I won, it was still COVID.
Yeah.
So we sent an intern to a casino to go pick it up for me.
and it's usually in Palm Springs.
Right, or Vegas.
You know,
or
back in the
something.
80s, Mike, Tommy sent interns to casino to pick up something else.
Yeah, it was a little different. It was awesome. I think we have a couple shots.
Yeah. Do we have on the big screen here? Look at
thing.
you on the. My goodness.
Excuse me.
Oh wow.
Excuse me.
Wow. Look at you.
With that rented suit.
Wow, you look good. I like
a couple of Tommy.
Maybe it's the creme de menthe talking, but I like the cut of your jib, mister. You look
Look at
really
that.
good.
Worked out.
Is there any other ones up there? Do we have any of those?
Yeah.
Video?
Club and can keep.
Oh,
it
there's
going.
Tommy.
Yes.
Look at Tommy in a suit.
The
Jarred,
late Al Davis would be proud.
hey, Jarred, have you put the Emmy down since Saturday?
No.
Yeah.
So
Is it on your dashboard?
I had a gig the next day. It was sat right next to me. And I was playing some drums. And
Good for you, man.
Sleep with it?
it's mounted on my dash now, typically.
We just launched another show called Offside Sports. It's a business and sports show.
Oh, sure. Here it is.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But having him in your ear
Yeah.
when you think stuff is going south, and he's just very, hey man.
He's all, hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Love is a full-time job. With benefits. Hey,
Two-time Emmy Award winner right
But
here.
Jarred says, hey, baby. 3 minutes to go. I go, well, 3.
Tommy
I'll
usually,
be
Tommy asks if he can not wear his IFB.
I know.
Dude, I'm so proud of you. It's great.
Very
You deserve the recognition.
Thank you, guys.
never get the recognition that you deserve because, well, my superpower is
He's
it's all
getting too
about
much
me.
right now.
Superpower is all about me and Tommy.
It would have been all the sweeter if we brought home and beat that cake show. But,
It's all right.
Dinner party
Next
too.
year.
Next year.
Wow.
Next year.
Those bitches on the cake shop.
exactly. All right.
By the way, now you have to edit.
I got to go edit, and I'm going to get back to work. We got
Jarred
I
Coleman.
had ribs for lunch.
Jarred Coleman.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you, guys.
Seriously.
Love you.
You see him, he's like,
Oh, I know. It's
quick coming to him. Who knew?
He's gonna grow hair again. That's
No.
that's
He's starting to look like, what's that action actor that did The Mechanic?
Jason Statham.
Yeah. Wow. Nice
a little bit. Yeah.
Good pull.
Julia Roberts.
Quick on the draw right there.
Can we have a big hand for the Sullivan Band up on stage?
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. All right, can we start the show?
You know what?
Let's go.
Let's bring out our first guest.
Let's do it.
Do it. Former New England Patriot, former Arizona Cardinal, former San Diego Charger from the Big Rich TD and Fletch show, Rich Ohrnberger.
You are a slab of manhood.
Yeah, he is.
What's up, Rich?
I'm gonna stand next to him.
That was a long walk. I'm out of breath.
I'm gonna stand over here because I look smaller. I'm a reed. I'm withering in the wind.
Hey, you know what? Since we found out you were going to be on this show, we did some research and we met at lunch a couple of times. And our very first question has been developed.
Okay.
Do you have Tom Brady's cell phone?
Oh, that.
Do you have Brady's cell phone?
That is the easiest no I've ever given.
Really?
First of all,
He never gave it to you?
Never gave it to me for good reason.
You know why? You didn't ask. I don't need a cell phone. Like, I'm Rich Ohrnberger. I don't need your damn cell phone.
Actually, I had it for a summer. The NFL owners locked us out when I was playing for the Patriots for a few months. It was a contract dispute between the union and the ownership. And so he was like hosting practices basically, like at local fields and stuff. I think we did one at Boston College. And so I had his phone number for a summer, and I remember.
Did you blow it up all summer long?
Well, I
2 a.m. you up?
I remember at one point I'm like, man, should I invite him to this wedding? I'm not sure. I need a +1.
Boy, that's a friggin' arm candy. I'm rolling to a wedding like, oh, I got a date.
I just remember I texted him at one point, and it was like, this number does. I never even received a text back from them. It was
No
like,
delivery
error
thing.
response, no delivery. This number does not exist anymore. I imagine you have to.
Can you condense it into maybe a minute and a half or 2 minutes? But the beer chugging story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I want to hear this.
So we were playing against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. We clinched the division with a win. So it was hats and T-shirts.
God, I've told that story a million times. Who tells stories like that? We were playing we clinched the win. We were in the locker room, and President Obama was there. I said, hey, Michelle, what's up, man?
Yeah, and Obama was there, as he would. No.
What do they call that? Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're all excited, right? I mean, we're going to be celebrating on the plane ride back home, and what ends up happening, a huge blizzard, a nor'easter blows in, and they shut down Providence Airport. We can't leave. We don't have another night's stay in our hotel. I believe we were staying in downtown Buffalo, so we had to stay in Rochester.
Yep.
In Rochester, there's a place called Dinosaur Barbecue, and it's like this.
Is it a franchise? Because I'm buying one.
Old-timey joint. They make great ribs, and they don't run out of beer, so that's where we went. Like the whole crowd of us, the whole offensive line, we're inviting as many people as we can. We start having beer chugging contests, pouring pitchers at a time, and I'm running the table. I can chug fast.
Yeah.
Tom shows up with our backup quarterback.
Such a stud ball. He's a stud ball. Mike, do you see this?
He was until the goat showed up.
Hey, hold on. What happened?
Should I ask him to hold me? Hold me.
Brady shows up with our backup quarterback, Brian Hoyer, who we were roomies during training camp. And he goes, he was like, Tom, he was like, you got to challenge Rich. He was like, he knew because we drank together. And Tom goes, oh, he can't drink. And like, he was like kind of
Tom Brady
toying
looked at you and said, he can't drink?
We pour 2 beers. They're next to each other. We're staring each other down at Dinosaur Barbecue. He's across the table from me. And we're slamming these beers. I put my cup down and then look up, and I realize his is still on its way down. My cup's wobbling on the table.
For the win, knee drop.
And I have my hands in the air, and I see one tear trickling down the goat's face. First
thing he's ever lost.
His facial features hardened, and he became so mad, and that was the day I got cut. By the I haven't played football since.
Can I ask you this? If you got guys that are making $37 million a year,
yeah,
and you got guys making the league minimum,
yeah,
just like baseball, and you guys are all like one team, but is it weird? Like this guy's like at the salad bar, you know? Are the portions big? How much? You guys are. I mean, is it weird like being a team with? Is that a noticeable thing when you're on the field, or is that just not thought about?
I mean, it's thought about.
I'm pulling up a Toyota for sale.
Yeah,
he's got a Lamborghini.
Yeah, I was driving a used Chevy Tahoe with a crack through the windshield.
Is that a thing at all?
Yeah, eating gas station cocktail shrimp, as one does. And meanwhile, certain guys are getting driven to practice. You know what I mean? So it's
But who's picking up that tab inside
the cocktail shrimp?
Dinosaur Barbecue? Or is it like guys like Todd Light, veterans and stuff?
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah, guys who are veterans. Every team I played for, and then when I became a veteran, you always take care of the younger guys.
So there's no like Johnny Long Pockets like,
yeah.
Oh, you got it? Okay,
yeah.
good.
There were some of those guys, but they all got teased. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you were a guy with a big contract, but you were wearing, boxing gloves when you went out to dinner, people were like, oh, I can't fit them in my pocket. It just doesn't work.
That's a great strategy.
Yeah. I mean, who knows whenever a fracas may break out, but I certainly can't reach for my wallet.
Did people walk up to you guys and want autographs? Were you guys cool about that stuff, or were they just intimidated because they thought you were the mob?
No, all the time, and it was the thing that I enjoyed the most was training camp. when you had practices that ended and you were exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, and you kind of lose perspective when you're playing football and you're playing a kid's game for this king's ransom they pay you, and you have hard days. But not hard days like, you know.
Guy trying to pay his mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. Like a guy who's under a car all day long and he takes part of his afternoon off and he can be making money, getting oil changes done, but he wanted to bring his kid for a special experience.
And they're wearing your jersey and they're screaming their heads off.
And so you walk up and you see this guy with grease under his fingernails and his little kid there holding out a jersey to sign, and you're like, this is what it's all about. And I remember those.
Come on! I heart you. Well, we've always been big fans. There's a reason you're here, because you now are a pretty popular morning show.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let's bring out the next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Valley Center. This is Travis Dale.
Don't fall. Don't trip. Easy, big fella. Hey, that's similar Valley.
Good to see you.
Travis.
How
we doing?
Moves.
Can I tell you what?
Yeah, but you know, my wife doesn't.
So light on his feet.
It's easy. That center of gravity is a little different than it was.
Dude,
Yeah.
Oh, I
you're
know.
finally on the show.
Finally on the show. I've only been asking for half a decade.
You've asked him?
Yeah.
He asked?
Well, I asked him too.
Did you
then it
duck
just-
him? Did you duck him?
No, I love Travis.
No, he changed his phone number just like Tom Brady.
Yeah, I apologize. I was
The two Toms.
Hey, but congratulations on the morning show.
So KGB morning show, folks. Of course, DSC was there forever. It was a legend morning show. They tried a couple things. I will tell you, in radio, it's tough when you change anything. I remember when you guys left 100.7 and you went to the other thing and the other thing, the other thing, and the other thing. But it's hard to. I mean, could you imagine having to replace? You guys going to DSC?
But they did.
But you did. You guys are killing it.
They did.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
so.
unbelievable. DSC legends grew up listening.
That's a different time. You guys are legends. I remember when we moved. Tom, you remember? I don't think were you at Clear Channel or J-Corps? Yeah. We moved to a new building.
Yeah.
And we thought, because remember, we're all different buildings. I thought, this would be great. All the shows would be together. It looks like a freaking hospital. No, so, but are you guys cognizant of, Frankie and Gina, or the show, or Jesse and Tati and those guys? Do you guys get to see them in the hallways and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, but we make it a point. I think we like to mess around with everybody, so we're knocking on doors and kicking doors in just to be jerks.
We were always the outsiders. We were an AM. Totally. It was AM 600, like talk radio guy. It's like, it was such a.
Be quiet. I've got a news update I have to prepare for.
I got traffic on the 7s.
Jeez.
I'm born,
Weather warning.
but I'm born and raised in San Diego, and those magical call letters, 1015 KGB. I mean, how does that feel being on KGB?
It's a little undescribable. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, KGB, when you have 3 letters, it's been around a while.
Yes.
Art
Linkletter was a DJ.
Really?
Really was.
I remember like Co Lewis.
Yes.
Gabriel Wisdom.
Yeah.
McGinnis.
Gosh.
I mean,
Jim McGinnis.
Jim McGinnis. Wow. Jim McGinnis. Yeah.
Rock radio
JM in the PM, right?
legends through there. So it's just an honor to be there, and we're just having fun.
We're aware that we stand on the shoulders of legends. Like,
Yeah, but wait a second though. But I will tell you this from radio, because it doesn't matter if you're on the microphone. And first of all, it's a small room. You're not really sure it's actually going out there. You think it's wire. Like there's no feedback. Like you guys, like zero, except for each other. And you may be saying legends, but you got to do it on your own, because if they don't like it, they don't like it. Well, it doesn't matter who is there before you. I mean, you have to stand on your own. Tommy is. I mean, honestly.
And they're doing it.
You are, because that's not. It means that nobody's listening to you to see compare you to DSC anymore.
Well,
now they're listening to you because you guys are on the air.
I'm so glad you said that. So they would be proud of the way we've handled this, because there's an awareness of those call letters. There's an awareness of the cultural and community impact that DSC had. What they created was so special. But as soon as we got in there, we put our feet on the furniture. Like we're making it ours. Like there's only one.
Okay, wait. That's it. Because when Mike, one of the show you did, the morning show, remember? A lot of times people go in there and they're automatically trying to be the other thing. And you're not.
No.
I love you too. You guys want to?
We can do it. Get in.
Everybody look away. Keep working. Keep working.
It's gonna be animal noises.
there's two more to introduce later.
We got 2 more people.
Two more.
I'm gonna end up in the side.
On the air. Thanks for coming, everybody. You guys are great.
On the air continues live from the Lockwood Studios in beautiful, sunny Southern California. And as we like to say here on the show, a big old howdy to you. Nobody ever says that. It's on t-shirts everywhere.
You guys sound good today. What's going on up there? You got 90% of the Sullivan band up there. You look good? What's up, Jay?
Is it payday?
We had such a great time at Fiesta del Sol. Come on.
That is a horny band. Lots of horn.
Love it.
And that's why they make the medium bucks.
Yeah. Wait, he makes medium bucks?
I didn't tell you about the trombone. I moonlight here.
Are you a bone player?
What's that?
Whoa.
What is going on? Can we bring out the next guest?
Man, let's go ahead and
Another
apologize. No more
Bone player for a long time?
Yeah. Sorry, Jarred. It comes to an end today.
Fun run.
Rich Hornblower, everybody.
Come out on my cruiser.
All right, we do have 2
I'm
more.
going to leave right after the show. He's going to kick me.
Hey, the Big Rich, TD, and Fletch show. There's 2 here. We have 2 more to introduce. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's a radio veteran since 2008. She comes to San Diego by way of Seattle. This is Kat Fisher.
You know, you're listening to the radio. You listen to Jeff and Jer, and you heard Laura. It's like,
You know what? I'll tell you this.
there's always the voice there that does that, right?
I'll tell you this. I listen to these guys.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of them. And I've said this before. My favorite's Kat.
Of course.
Thank you.
Oh, what a surprise.
I feel like women add something needed to everything.
Oh, you think?
Yes.
Oh, really? Really?
What is it that's needed?
Show meeting.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch have always needed a little bit of grounding, and so I feel like I
Don't you
contribute
feel like,
to that.
do you feel like you're herding kittens to a wheelbarrow every morning?
Yeah, actually, yes. But you know what? Big Rich, TD, and Fletch are honestly like the brothers that I never had or wanted.
That was almost
No, this is how it happens. She will lure you into this cave of compliments, and then the bear comes out, and you're maimed horribly, limbs torn. It's awful.
Could you imagine?
But, yeah.
Imagine these guys as big brothers. Let's say just for example, you're at the Kraken. Okay, maybe it's a creme de menthe talking, but then these guys roll in. Well, I mean, that's trouble.
Oh.
Do you feel like Big Brother with fans and stuff? Because let's face it, she has more fans than you.
You give that 100.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, we do. She is our sister, and it's very hard. Even like when she starts talking about dating and things like that, we're like, no.
Who is
You
it?
know what I mean?
Who is it? I will cut. Yeah.
They vet every guy that I bring up. In fact, there's a woman right now trying to set me up with her brother, and they have taken upon
You'll
themselves.
be single for the rest of your life. Like this.
They have DM'd the woman to get the guy on the air so they can talk to him before
wait a
I even
minute.
talk to him.
Wait a minute. It says you've been in radio since 2008. Uh-huh. I mean, did you start when you were 9?
19,
Well, here
actually.
comes Tommy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Here comes T-Bone.
Settle down.
I
He
can help
doesn't
you.
actually like creme de menthe.
I can help you with your career.
Do you remember on air the hardest thing to do with the 2-man show is not talk over each other, right?
The worst.
You guys have 7.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's on the air.
You're right.
Little Tommy and Sully.
Yeah.
By the way, are they still? They're still now that people come to me. I get Where's Tommy every freaking day. Car wash, liquor store. Not that I've been to one. Was it difficult for you guys to be like? There's 4 people, 5 in that room. It's kind of difficult. Is there hand signals like?
No, honestly, we talk like we would here. And you know what is really funny? When you add another piece, and Kat came in after we had established Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, and we've said this to her, and she knows it. It was like as if the missing piece showed up. Yeah. She is the straw that stirs the drink, and we got really, really lucky. Yeah. I've really lucky.
I've never.
Are you tearing up?
No.
Are you getting missed?
Yeah, a little bit. No, I've never listened to the show. Did you lead it? Are you the number one?
Nice research, bro.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't know if leading is the right term. I take us in and out of breaks and songs.
So does Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't mean jack.
Yeah.
So how did you start doing it? Because I watched you once in person do the show, and I listened. How did a football player get to know that stuff? Like, how did you learn radio?
That's a culturally appropriate. How did dumb football players?
Yeah, we all want to know.
Really?
My God, you were over your skis, bro.
Well, they handed me crayons and they made easy diagrams, and it was a lot. No, I mean, it's like anything else. It is like football in a sense where you, as a football player, you go back and watch every single clip of film on your performance, and I do the same thing with my radio shows. I'll listen to myself, I'll listen to these guys, and it's painful, and it's a process.
Remember air checks, Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
God, it's nothing more painful than a program director going, hey, listen to this. You said AM 600 Kogo. I'm going to say Kogo. It's the hardest thing to do. Listen.
Yeah. The inflection matters. But you know what? Big Rich says that it's painful to re-listen to the shows. We're actually his favorite podcast. He listens on his way home just because he wants to hear himself talk.
He also watches.
He does show up the next day and throw high five.
Excuse me. While his games are on the air.
Yeah.
I just put up old YouTube clips, all right?
I don't know if you guys know this, but he's a former professional footballer. I don't know.
How do you guys relax?
Truth be told, I do listen to the show religiously, and I remember the first day he walked into the building at iHeart.
He hit his head.
Well, besides hitting his head,
it was a seismic event.
And the Chargers had called and said, "Hey, Rich Ohrnberger wants to kind of check out this radio thing." And Rich came in, and I'm not blowing
finger pistols.
Pretty much. Well, no, but Rich came in, and it was like, "You've never done radio before?" Because he was just a natural.
Which I think is the key, right? I mean,
you've got to have a talent.
Well, I mean, he did go to Penn State.
Well, I think what it means is I probably wasn't very good at football. Probably should have done the radio thing earlier. Finger gun.
And you're a stand-up comedian.
Well, I can't say that. I did one stand-up. We went to the Hollywood Improv as part of the Rose Bowl. We saw like a comedy set.
Were you liquored up?
No, actually, we were coming off a bus from practice, and Bud Friedman, the owner of the Improv, he was on stage. I think they wheeled him up there. He was 100 years old at the time. And I had to do a short stand-up set and hand him a football. And they were like, this guy.
Is this off the top of your head, like out of nowhere?
It was all extemporaneous. I got on stage. I'm like, what am I going to say? And you have that moment where your brain freezes and then you just start talking.
I have one right now.
Yeah. Hang tight. I'm right here with you.
Oh, it's here. All right, how about?
Grab an oar.
Well, guess what? You're going to do it again in a couple minutes.
Oh, yes. Jarred, put the curtains up. Yeah. Put the curtains up.
We'll do it after we bring out the next guy, but let's take a break, and then we're going to bring out the fourth person who I think is the air traffic.
Would you guys take a big round of applause for yourselves? Thank you.
Yeah.
TD, Rich, Costa, Mary, Tommy, I'm Sully. That's the Sully. Thanks for coming on the air.
Beautiful crowd we have here tonight. A little early on the crickets, I'd say, on the air here with Little Tommy and Sully. What do you call fake spaghetti?
What?
Impasta.
Everybody! Rich Ohrnberger, everybody!
Thank you.
Come on.
Fist bump. Let's do it. Hey. Thank you, gang. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Excellent. Okay.
We're not worthy.
Wow.
We're not worthy.
I'm taking that home.
Is that a microphone in your pocket?
Hey, is that a microphone in your pocket? It's glad to see me. Hey, be sure to tip your waiters and waitresses. Yeah. Try the veal.
Yeah. Let's bring out the fourth person on the KGB show. Ladies and gentlemen, the air traffic controller of the Big Rich, TD, and Fletch show on KGB. This is Ben Fletcher.
It's like you're the eye in the sky.
What's going on, Sully? How are you?
Easiest job. Hey, are you a weather guy?
No weather.
Oh, just traffic.
Just traffic.
He's also.
No, when I say when I meant by the air traffic controller, I mean he runs the show. I went and watched.
I thought he was like
No. He runs the board.
Backed up. It's gonna be 70 degrees again today.
Everything starts. In my opinion, when I watch the show,
listen,
it all starts with him.
Are you working the board? I was gonna ask. Did somebody run the board?
I'm running the board, yeah, every day.
Fletch.
Remember back in the day, I had to run. I mean, like still today. Is it difficult for you to because I know Jarred from us on air and you and me knows how to switch the cameras based upon our speech patterns, like for TV. But is radio the same thing? I mean, do you have to sort of?
So, Sully, I got lucky. My second job in radio was actually producing Mike Costa's show.
I'm so sorry, bro.
So I learned right away.
You want to hug it out?
I do, but I learned right away everything I shouldn't be doing.
Exactly. Because that guy could not run a board.
No. Where's the on button? Where's the key to turn it on?
Where's the cart machine?
Where's the cart machine?
Was it Mighty 690? Was it AM 1360?
This would have been 1360, yeah.
Was it partner Judson Richards?
Judson Richards.
Yep.
And then I was in the room pushing buttons, and literally everything not to do, we did. That was a fun show, though.
It was a great show, but he was also one of those where you knew immediately.
If you did something wrong?
Yeah, well, that too. But he wasn't afraid to say, hey, you know what, in your ear, let's move on or let's do something else. But you knew the way he would chime in and what he brought to the table that Ben was destined for big things.
Do you know what his pinch point is? Do you guys have heartbreaks?
Yeah.
Okay, so heartbreaks are, you have to be on a
Fortunately, they're all
heartbreaks are when they have to be on a 27, like in AM radio, you got to be on 2730.
Yep.
Or I got to hit 1700 for traffic. He's shaking like Don Knotts when you come to a heartbreak and you're still talking. La, 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 la. And is there any singles like?
It happened today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we talked over Pat Benatar for like 30 seconds.
Listen,
Pat Benatar?
I'm sorry, Pat.
sometimes Pat Benatar or Jimi Hendrix or Hart needs to take a break.
What's great is when Rich will say something like, hey, Jimmy, you know what? Sit down. We got this one.
Wait, did you say Pat?
I think they've heard Hey Joe. We're good, Jimmy.
Did you say Pat Benatar?
Yeah.
What, Kathy Griffin wasn't available?
No.
Going back to what these guys all do, they all have a role on the show, but this guy is the air traffic controller. What I mean by that is it all starts with him. He knows, he tells them during commercials, okay, we got 2 more minutes to go. This segment has to be 3 minutes, and then here's the song you're coming out of. He says it all, and it all starts with
Don't you? Are you on the other side of the glass or are you in the room still?
No, we're all in the same room now, which is nice. Though on the sports station, I did have my own little
fishbowl.
Yeah, or fart box, whatever you want to call it.
That too.
That was his high school nickname.
Now it's all one fart box.
I'm so sorry. Dude, 3 black bean burritos for breakfast and you're done.
I don't want to speak out of school here, but Kat is responsible for a lot of that.
Yes, she is a vegetarian.
Oh my God!
I eat beans most mornings in
a lot
the studio.
of fiber.
Hey, Gassy Gasserson, what's up, dude? Do you guys, one thing about, and you know this, and you know this, and you do this, we have to start over every single day. Like you start from scratch every day. I mean, talk radio was great because I had Bob Filner. Oh my God, that was fantastic. I had like 3 months of stuff. But you have to start over every single day. How does that start after the show? Or do you guys get the complete sheet? Do you guys how does that all start for the next day?
It starts during, after, it continues all throughout the day. If things come up in life, you jot it down. If it's a funny story, you bring it up. And I mean, it's really odd that when we got together, everything was so organic, where we would play off of each other so.
Well, look, you guys are unemployed and hungover the first day, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever have a moment, say it's 7:10, and you guys are coming out of a song and you're ready to speak? Do you guys ever say the words, what are we going to talk about?
Almost every time.
What the hell are we going to do next?
It's right after he tells us what we're going to talk about.
No, he does this. 10 seconds. Now, you were on. Okay, so Jeff had some bits. Yeah. Now, I remember the first day, Jack Evans taught me, hey, look, it's not to be still yuck it up, it's kibbles and bits. It seems like it's all funny, but it's kibbles and bits. Weren't you on one of their bits?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Frequently Hit Upon Mary. They sent me on dates around town.
Frequently Hit Upon Mary.
They set me up with randos that would call into the radio station and not vet them.
But yeah, you showed up every week, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I showed up at the bars. Met these kids.
All of a sudden,
That is
I went
sounds
on
like
this
you.
morning.
Do you-
back.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any bits like me, Mike, can pick my shorts or smell my hand? Do you guys have any?
Yeah, I mean, we do a couple every single day. Trending with TD, we do at the 30s all throughout the show. We do Just the Tips with Big Rich, where it's an advice
Just the
segment.
tips?
Just
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tips.
it's plural.
it's
It's plural.
like
Just the
yeah,
tips, yeah.
Ask the
Just a little
bartender.
advice. We're gonna slide out there. You can take it if you want it. If not, you can push
On
back.
any
I will not
subject?
be offended on any subject.
On any subject?
Yeah.
On any
Yeah.
subject
Why should I
whatsoever.
care about a devalued dollar?
Wow.
That is a great question.
Today, there was tips on how to self-tan.
That's right.
Which Rich has been doing.
Yeah. So I got
Not well. But,
roasted.
you
Roasted.
can't teach that though.
No, that's true. You can't. Well, actually, if you listen to Just the Tips today, turns out you can.
Excuse me.
What's your?
Wait,
Give us a tip.
what is it? What's the name of the bit?
Just the Tips.
TIP.
Yeah.
Just the Tips.
How come no one caught? You can either kind of, just slide it out there. If
We
not,
did,
you can
but
push it
we're
right back in.
professional.
And everyone just went whoosh right over their
We all
head.
got it. but
Every
we're
man in the room averted the right.
We're adults here.
I also
No,
ignore it
really.
every day.
I'm sitting there going, brilliant.
Do you ever announce that bit?
No, they let me
We
stay
did
away
Just
from
the
that.
Tips with Big Cat. the other day. Rich was
When Rich
off.
was out, that's
No, we'll never make it on the
So, your show,
Yeah.
6 to 10?
6 to 10.
So 6 to 10. At 10:01, is it over or do you start going on social media? Do you consider social media after 10 part of the show?
Yeah, I mean, we're constantly trying to connect with people who listen to the show or people who interact with us on social media because you're not a radio show host. You're also somebody who, people might find interesting outside of those hours. So
Clearly, you're an analyst.
Yeah.
You're clearly a counselor.
yeah, exactly.
It's just the tips.
Some people are coming for the advice. Some are just coming for the or cash contest.
Did you catch that?
We posted on 101 KGB on Instagram.
Right.
And as it turns out, we were wrong. It was not a contest.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was no contest. Rich obviously won.
Yeah.
Rich Ohrnberger. Travis Stamp. Cat Fisher, Ben Fletcher. Mary Burkott. Mike Costin. Tommy Sawyer. And all you guys, thanks for coming. One more. We have two more. We have some time.
What?
Oh, I got an idea. I have a great idea for the next break. I have a fantastic idea. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here, Rich Ohrnberger. Come on. Travis Dale in the morning. Cat Fisher, Ben Fletcher, Mike Costin, Jarred Coleman,
Yes.
the Sullivan Band. I have a question for you. A serious question. I've thought this for many years. What's it like wearing a black t-shirt without man boobs?
I'll tell you when I lose them.
Oh, yeah. There is a reason why we invited
you.
you, because you guys are one of the best shows in town. But
We love it. We're so super big listeners.
oh yeah. Wow. Sullivan.
You can tell by the questions.
Sullivan, with their lead singer, this dude, has a new song out called "Oh California."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
You know,
you guys want to hear Sully do the song? But we're wondering, we have a contract here. If you guys can play it on the radio. If you
Oh,
guys
this is.
Cat's in charge.
That sounds like we should pass it to our assistant program director.
yeah, we'll pass it down. You know what? As her.
Do you know how much we paid to be on K-Rock?
Wow.
You know,
We'll take a look at
really?
the legal
the
leader.
truth about radio is we have no control over the song. Like there's some guy in New York that you don't know that picks out the
Pittsburgh,
playlist, and it's usually Steelers Wheel stuck in the middle with you, or a sign seal delivered by Stevie. I mean, it's. By the way, is classic rock now? Like it's no longer like Eric Clapton. It's like Flock of Seagulls and Duran Duran.
Well, it's a moving target. Like the classic rock we all grew up with is starting to shift because.
Those are the oldies now.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I mean,
no.
it feels weird to say that, but
So in
yeah.
the 80s,
Yeah.
we were listening to Duran Duran.
Yep.
We were listening to Oingo Boingo.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the stuff that was 40 years ago was like, hello, my honey, hello, my baby. 40 years ago was like,
Yeah.
fucking
like-
single
like-
Duran Duran. Like, that was
gotta be.
40 years. Hey, mighty fine work, boys.
We got some
like
fine
40 years ago,
flappers out here.
Like, everybody's doing the Michigan rock. Like, but now, go back 40 years, it's like, ding-leap, ding-leap, ding-leap. It's Oingo Boingo, only that. It's the Tubes, it's a Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like the Beatles have now kind of crossed over into the oldies, and we're starting. I mean, if you want to talk about the youngest bands that are now starting to appear on classic rock stations across the
Blink.
like
You're there.
No way.
Blink 182, the Foos, like your
Jimmy
Foo
Eat
Fighters.
World.
Yeah. Like we're talking about early 2000s are starting to scrape their way in because it's 2024.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're over 2 decades away from Limp Bizkit.
Hey, we're a very young band. You know, like I'm staring down the barrel of 700. And we're really, but it's interesting to think that classic rock, that's not classic rock, that's 80s. No, it would be considered
It's not our
rock.
classic rock anymore.
What's Hanson considered now?
A good band.
Legend.
I can't help myself.
That's really good stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Cue up.
Oh, hey, talk.
Get those glasses on.
Hey, that's super.
But yeah, man, the grunge era is classic rock.
Yeah, Pearl Jam.
Yeah, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. There it is. There it is.
Well, I think we start playing musical comedy stuff, right? Yeah. Play Wicked, you know?
There you go.
The greatest
Musical
stuff.
theater.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, honestly.
Down.
The Music Man.
I mean, he's
76 trombone.
Nice.
Right.
Cool.
Going on.
We got more show coming up.
All right, who wants to hear Sully do a song after the break?
I couldn't possibly. No. Oh, me? On the air. Hey, look at this audience. Look at the Welcome to On the Air.
So we have you guys on the mornings on KGB. Who's middays?
Allie.
You don't know.
Valley.
You don't know, do you? You didn't know.
I
You did
almost
not
said the
know.
wrong name. I swear I almost said Colin Coward.
And then our friend Clint August.
Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood.
Who does evenings?
Yeah, he does the afternoon drive.
And who does evenings?
Salt of the Earth. And evenings is Doc Reno.
Doc Reno. And Chad.
He's over.
Isn't it
Chad Tyson.
It's interesting that live and local radio, right?
Yes.
There's not many. It doesn't exist every single day part anymore.
No.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Yeah. Welcome to the future.
No. Are you guys? Are you using other markets yet? Just San Diego.
Just San Diego for now, but coming to a market near you.
Whoa.
Like with
We want to make an announcement.
food basket, Whole Foods, like what's market?
Well, what I mean,
You're
and what
going
I
to
mean by that
Temecula.
is-
We're going to Temecula.
It's a huge market. It's out of the metro, but not a big deal.
We're going south.
They're number one.
do all this
They're number
Spanish.
one, 68 to 82. Santee area.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right.
Big deal.
Well, guys, it's been such a pleasure.
They're like, not Lakeside.
Yeah, it's
I know you
fantastic.
guys do not control what goes on air for music. So I'm out.
No. You know what? I mean, I say we just sneak one in.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean,
I think
You said
The
that.
worst that could happen.
You've said
to
that
you.
before
I have.
in your life.
and he's a proud father of 3.
it'd be nice.
Austin's just giggling.
It'd be nice.
By the way, who are the skirts on the stage?
Come on.
What?
What's
What?
that now?
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
We're dressing.
Oh,
Yeah, no, hey,
I thought you were inviting us up.
Tell me more about yourself. Is this your lovely wife?
This is my lovely wife, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
And Ben?
He's a lot. And is this your lovely wife?
My beautiful wife, Kendall, she's a teacher out at East County, so we kind of have similar jobs.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
what grade do you teach? First grade? Talk about herding kids to a wheelbarrow. First grade. Yeah. Wow. They have nap time still and stuff like that? I wish. Because they're like special sippy cup time for you, right?
First graders tell you the truth. I used to read to a first grade class all the time. And when they're sitting down and you're up there on a little chair reading a book, they'll just say, "Hey, why is your hair gray?"
You suck, little
Oh my God, that's horrible.
You have a big tummy. Who wants to hear Sully do a song? Let's do it.
If I must.
I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. You guys put me on the spot yet again.
How's work, baby?
Avert your eyes.
I couldn't.
Okay, the words are easy. It's woo. Just sing it. I say whoa, 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 love by you, yeah. I say whoa, oh, 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 to be loved. Chris, I say whoa, oh, oh, oh. That's it. Thanks, baby. I say whoa, oh, oh. Well, I just gotta stop. Hey! How sweet it is to be loved by you. I said, how sweet it is to be loved by you, loved by you. I needed this shelter sometime. There you were, yeah. I needed someone to understand my up and my down. There you were, yeah. We see love and devotion, yeah. Till it touches my emotion. I gotta stop. Thank you, baby. I just gotta stop. And thank you, baby. How sweet it is to be loved by you, loved by you. I said, how sweet it is to be loved by you. All right, bring it down. That's Trick Spread, Kenny Loggins beer. Give me a hand. You were better for me than I was to myself. Me and you, there ain't nobody here. I gotta stop. I just gotta stop. And thank you, baby. Yes, I do. How sweet it is to be loved by you, loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. All right, bring it on down. Sing with me. I say, whoa, 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 whoa. I say, whoa, oh, 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 loved by you, yeah. I say, oh, 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 loved by you, yeah, loved by you, ooh, yeah. I say, oh, well, I just gotta stop and thank you, baby, yeah. And I feel so strong, and feeling so right. Stop and thank you, baby. It's a love thing, it's a love thing, it's a love thing, it's a love thing. Gotta stop and thank you, baby. I say, well now, 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 baby. Well now, baby. To be loved by you, to be loved by you. It's like honey to the bee, baby. Sugar to the sugar cane, jelly to the donut, like a walk to a lonely man. Oh, 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 I know. To be loved, to be loved, to be truly, truly loved, to be loved, to be loved, to be truly, truly loved, to be loved, to be loved, to be truly, truly loved, to be loved, to be truly, truly loved, to be loved, to be loved. Sing it one more Feels just about right. Woo! Feels just about right tonight. Oh, yeah. Right here on the Little Tommy, Sully Little KGB Morning Show at the Pop 100 Studio from Mount Casa. To be loved by you. What makes you think I'm done? I ain't done.